Hello, good evening students. In today's class we have learnt complex numbers. Once again we have to discuss highlights of the today's class. So AC circuit analysis is very important in electrical and electronics engineering circuits and disciplines. So complex number is used for analysis of AC circuits, which makes very easy to understand and to solve the problems very easily. So complex number is a one which consists a real part and imaginary part. For example, an impedance equal to 2 plus j3. In this complex number, 2 is referred as real part and jth term 3 is referred as imaginary term. Generally, real term is represented on x-axis and it is going to resistance value in AC circuit, and in regular fashion imaginary part is referred as x. It may be inductive reactance, it may be capacitive reactance. So it may be on positive y-axis or it may be on negative y-axis. Plus j3 means on y-axis, plus y-axis. Hence 2 plus j3 may be represented by as shown in diagram. 2 is real part, y-axis j3 is imaginary part. Factor sum of these two will give 2 plus j3. Getting the idea? In similar fashion, we can change imaginary term. For example, 2 minus j3. Again 2 is a real part, minus j3 is a imaginary part. It may be represented on negative y-axis. So reactance become capacitive reactance. So it is represented as shown in figure number 2. Impedance equal to 2 minus j3. That means resistance value is 2 on x-axis. Imaginary part capacitive reactance is on 3 ohms. Factor sum of these two gives 2 minus j3. And after slight introduction of complex numbers, then application of complex numbers to the AC series circuits. It becomes very important, sir. For example, number 1, consider in general form Z equal to R plus JXL. Z equal to impedance Z equal to R plus JXL. So it represents ARL series circuit, sir. For example, Z equal to 2 plus J3. 2 is the resistance value and 3 imaginary part, that is inductive reactance. Getting the idea? In similar fashion, impedance equal to R minus JXC. R minus JXC, Z equal to 2 minus J3. Where the minus term comes, imaginary part, then reactance becomes capacitive reactance. So 2 minus J3, it represents a RC series circuit where R equal to 2 ohms and XC capacitive reactance equal to 3 ohms. Sir, represents Z equal to R plus JXL represents RL series circuit. Similarly, Z equal to R minus JXC represents RC series circuit. So it is understood that Z equal to R plus JXL represents RL series circuit, and similarly Z equal to R minus JXC represents RC series circuit. Now this is in the form of, it represents in a rectangular. So it is known as rectangular form of complex number. Rectangular form of complex number. Next, we have to go for polar form. The complex number can be also written as magnitude of impedance Z with an angle face angle, Z with an angle face angle. Z is referred as magnitude of impedance, where phi is referred as face angle. So, magnitude of impedance equal to, from rectangular form you are knowing R square and XL or XC value. So, generally I call X. So, magnitude of impedance equal to under square root of R square plus X square. We are going to get impedance in ohms. Then you take the tan phi expression from impedance triangle. So, tan phi equal to X by R. From this expression it is possible to calculate phase angle. Therefore, phase angle equal to tan inverse of X by R. So, this method or representation of complex number is referred as polar form. Polar form. Z equal to R plus JXL is a rectangular form, is also equal to Z with an angle phi is referred as polar form. If plus J term comes, angle is positive. Once again, in rectangular form, R plus JXL plus J terms, in polar form angle becomes positive. Both represents for RL series circuit, sir. Similarly, in RC series circuit, Z equal to R minus JXC in rectangular form, minus J term is there, minus phase angle comes. These two represents in RC series circuit. Then we have to see the conversion of rectangular form to polar form of a complex number. For example, consider an impedance value in rectangular form Z equal to 8 plus J6 ohms. You are knowing the resistance value 8, you are knowing the XL value 6. Then you go for magnitude of impedance. So, magnitude of impedance generally expressed as under square root of R square plus XL square. So, you substitute the value under square root of 8 square plus 6 square, it becomes 10 ohms. Then phase angle phi equal to tan inverse of X by R, tan inverse of 6 by 8. So, angle we are going to get 36.86. So, then it is very easy. I am knowing the magnitude of Z, I am knowing the phase angle. What is the J term? J term is positive, hence angle is also positive. Therefore, Z with an angle phi generally equal to impedance value, magnitude of impedance is 10, phase angle is 36.86. So, it may be written as 10 with an angle 36.86. Hence, Z equal to 8 plus J6 of rectangular form is converted into polar form. It is 10 with an angle 36.86, sir. So, similarly, it is also possible go for reverse order. Conversion of polar form to rectangular form. Conversion of polar form to rectangular form. Again you take same example. Impedance in polar form written as 10 with an angle 36.86. Plus angle is there, plus J term will come. You draw the impedance triangle. Mark R, X axis, Y axis XL, vector sum will give impedance. Then you take the cos pi. Very easy. Cos pi equal to R by Z. Therefore, R equal to Z cos pi. Z magnitude of impedance is 10. Cos of phase angle is 36.86. So, R value we are getting 8 ohms. Similarly, you take sin phi. Sin phi equal to XL by Z. Therefore, XL equal to Z sin phi. 10 with an angle sine of 36.86. We are going to get as 6 ohms. Hence, once again I repeating the word, plus angle is there, phase angle, we are going to get plus j term. Hence, z with an angle phi equal to r plus jxl, that is 10 with an angle 36.86, it is polar form, is equal to 8 plus j6 ohms, it is in rectangular form. So, 2 points we have to remember, sir. While addition and subtraction of complex numbers is required, we have to use rectangular form. Real terms are added and imaginary terms are added. Then answer is kept. Very simple example. You consider 2 plus j3 one complex number plus 5 plus j6 is another complex number. Then you can add real terms, 2 plus 5 real term, then j 3 plus 6 imaginary term. Answer we are going to get 7 plus j9. Getting the idea? So, number 2, multiplications and divisions of two complex numbers comes in the problem. In that situation, we have to use polar form. Polar form to avoid the complexity of j factors. Hence, for example, 10 with an angle 20 into 5 with an angle 10 multiplication. Then magnitudes are multiplied, 10 into 5, angles are added, sir. Angles are added with their sign, 20 plus 10. So, answer becomes 50 with an angle 30. Understand, very simple problems, very simple techniques. So, for multiplication it is odd. For division, 100 with an angle 60 divided by 10 with an angle 20. Then again same thing, the magnitudes are division or divided, 100 with an angle 10, both magnitudes, angle, numerator angle minus denominator angle, 60 minus 20 with their signs, if plus plus, minus minus later on. Getting the idea? 60 minus 20, so 10 with an angle 40. Second, you observe 50 with an angle 0 divided by 10 with an angle minus 20, that is 50 by 10, 0 minus of minus 20, sir, with their signs you have to consider. So, finally it becomes 5 with an angle 20. See there, one problem, a current I equal to sine 31t minus 10 produces a potential drop V equal to 220 sine 31t plus 20 in a circuit. Find the values of circuit parameters assuming a series combination. So, instantaneous values of voltage and currents are given. Then you draw the voltage and current vectors with some reference of x-axis. You draw a x-axis with respect to this x-axis is taken as a reference. Then you draw the voltage vector, that is plus 20 degree with compared to reference x-axis, and current minus 10. Only for expressions, while calculating the phase angle, you should not take any negative. Phase angle is voltage between, phase angle is angle between voltage and current, sir. It should not take minus. Getting the idea? Phase angle is angle between voltage and current. So, it becomes 20 plus 10, 30 degree. Then Vm values are available, 220 volts, Im is available 1 ampere. Then you go for impedance, Z equal to Vm by Im, 220 ohms. Then R equal to Z cos pi. Z cos pi. You are knowing Z value, you are knowing phase angle, we are getting 190 ohms. Similarly, XL equal to Z sin phi. You substitute, we are getting 110 ohms. 110 ohms. As compared to voltage, what happens? Current lags. As compared to voltage vector, current lags by 30 degree. Hence, it is a RL series circuit. Therefore, once you are knowing the XL, go for 2 phi FL. Go for calculation of L, because XL is also equal to 2 phi FL, where L is inductance value, F is frequency of input voltage. You substitute the value, we are going to get as 3.5 Henry. Take another problem. An alternating voltage of 160 plus J20 volts is applied to a circuit, and the current in the circuit is given by 6 plus J8 ampere. Find the values of elements of the circuit, power factor and power consumed. So now this is the business of rectangular and polar. Voltage and currents are given in rectangular form. You convert both into polar form, because impedance equal to V by I. Therefore, we have to make division. So, rectangular form, voltage V equal to 160 plus J20. First you go for magnitude. You write down the general expression. Its magnitude becomes under square root of R square plus X square. Phase angle tan inverse of X by R. First all of you write general expression. Then you substitute R equal to 160, XL equal to 20. So, we are getting polar form. V equal to 200. It is the magnitude of voltage with an angle 36.9. Now, it is converted into polar form. Similarly, current I equal to 6 plus J8 ohms, R equal to 6, X equal to 8. You write general expression. After that, you substitute. So, I am going to get as 10. It is the magnitude of current. 53.1 phase angle. So, impedance equal to ratio of V by I in general AC circuit. So, it is division. Therefore, I am directly taking polar form of voltage, polar form of current. That is 200 with an angle 36.9, 10 with an angle 53.1. So, 200 divided by 10, both magnitudes, it becomes 20, angle 36.9 minus 53.1. So, it becomes minus 16.2 ohms, sir. But we want to calculate power equal to I square into R. Hence, again we have to convert the polar form of impedance into rectangular form. Z, magnitude of Z is 20, phase angle is 16.2. So, to get the R, Z cos pi, minus theta is there, minus J will come. XL equal to Z sin phi. Z is missing here. Z you write down. Z into sin phi. So, we are going to get impedance equal to 19.2 plus minus J 5.6, because your J phase angle is minus. Therefore, J term comes. What is the resistance from the expression? R equal to 19.2 ohms, minus J is there, XC equal to 5.6 ohms. So, phase angle equal to 16.2, resistance of circuit is 19.2, capacitive reactance of the circuit XC equal to 5.6 ohms. Once you are knowing the XC, then it is possible to calculate C. We know that XC equal to 1 divided by 2 pi FC. F is frequency, C is capacitance in farads. You substitute the values, check capacitance. Capacitance we are going to get as 570 microfarad. And power consumed, here I is available, R is available. You can go this one, power equal to I square into R. If Vi cos pi is available, you can use that also. If you are using this I square into R, then we have to use magnitude of current, that is 10. Resistance value is 19.2. Total power consumed is 1920 watts. And phi, you observe there, again you draw the voltage vector, you draw the current vector. Voltage is having an angle of 36.9 leading to the some x axis, and current is also leading with to the some reference axis 53.1. You draw the vector diagrams, both you draw the vector diagrams, then you observe the phase angle between voltage and current, that is 16.2. Then cos of phase angle is power factor. See that we have attempted one problem, but you have to understand many problems are there. If voltage is taken as reference in diagram number 1, voltage is taken as reference, current leads by 30 degree. In such case, phase angle is 30. You have to draw the vector, try to understand. Second case, voltage leads the reference by 10, current leads the reference by 40 degree, then phase angle 40 minus 10, phase angle between Vi and I 30 degree. Third problem is very interesting. Both voltage and current are lagging. V lags to the reference by an angle of 40. Current lags to the reference by an angle of 20. Then phase angle equal to 20. Phase angle is the angle between voltage and current. Sir, try to understand. If you are understanding these all things, then problems becomes very easy. Either complex numbers, either instantaneous values. These are more useful for instantaneous expressions. Getting the idea? So, thank you to one and all.